Okay, guys, let's see. Okay, guys, it's been a while since I made a YouTube video. It's been about 2 years. The last time I made a YouTube video, I think I was freshly 16 or so. Maybe it was my 17th birthday. I don't remember, but I was about 17, and now I'm 18. I don't live with my family anymore. I lived with my grandparents. My grandpa up and died pretty recently, so I decided, I think it's time for me to move along, start focusing on my own things, living my own life. So I decided I'm gonna move and live with my girlfriend. So now I live with my girlfriend and her family. But so it's a pretty big move. Now I live in Ohio. When, Louisiana to Ohio, that's a big difference. But right now I'm making pho, and I don't know, I guess I'll just talk about like some stuff that's happened in between. I stopped going to the gym as much, which I need to get back into the gym because I'm trying to beat the world record of like 6 something deadlift for 148 point whatever the fuck, one I don't even remember the weight class, but it's 148. And then, maybe I'll beat the world record for 60. So mine's 67, so like 74 kg or whatever that is, 75 kg. I'll break that world record too, fuck it, So I'm aiming for like a 700 something dead. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, right after powerlifting nationals when I was 17, at 17 I went to powerlifting nationals with no training at all. Like it was like I hadn't trained for like 7 months. I was working on the farm, and I think I hit like 5 something there. What I love to see is always like I go to a meet and I'm always on the bottom of the flight list, meaning I'm lifting the most weight. But I haven't trained in a long ass time. My back is kind of killing me because I have arthritis and a herniated disc. I found that out after my motorcycle accident. So that happened too. I got into a motorcycle accident. This is my motorcycle jacket. You can see like the scrapes and shit all over it. On my legs have a bunch of scars all over them. So like you'll see that in a video definitely of me powerlifting and stuff like that, because I mean they're pretty obvious. So I have a bunch of scars all over my legs now. This jacket protects me pretty well. So I might make a video on like motorcycle gear to get, which I only recommend leather gear. Just get full leather gear, that's all you need. I stopped riding motorcycles because my girlfriend won't let me anymore, but other than that, like I've gotten more back into cars. I need to get back into the gym. I've been a month without a job, so whenever I was like right before my grandpa died, I was visiting my girlfriend, and I was a landscaper. They already knew that I was going on vacation. They fired me while I was on vacation, and then I'm coming back into town like an hour away from my girlfriend's house. I'm leaving, and then I get a call from my contractor, and they said that my job was done. They said I don't need to come back. So I was like, fuck. And then the people that I worked with didn't give me an explanation until like a week or 2 later. And then once I get back in town, I got to my house, and then my aunt asked me to help my grandpa in the car. We thought he ruptured his appendix. Camera focus, bitch. We thought he ruptured his appendix, and then well, turns out he had more cancer than liver, so he up and died. So that was shit. My dad's still a deadbeat. My mom's in jail. Yeah, that's about it. My story time / life story is gonna be like a crazy movie or whatever the fuck, documentary. But it's been a long time coming. I just wanna set myself up and try to become rich and famous so I can not work as hard. So yeah, that's the plan. But I haven't had a job for a month now. I was working at a restaurant for a bit, and then I moved here, and then I haven't had a job since. So I've just been living off of my, goddamn, I've been living off of my saved money, but you know, hopefully I can get a job soon enough and I'll be doing better, you know? But yeah, so that's about it. I'll start recording more content on stuff like cars. I like cars. I really like BMWs right now. Start recording more content on cars, maybe even credit stuff. So I have a pretty good credit score. My credit score is about 731, and I turned 18 in January. So, you know, I want to help people around my age / younger than me, like set themselves up for the future. So teaching you about credit, teaching you about cars, you know, teaching you about gym stuff like I usually do, and recording me, you know, building up to the next world record shit. I don't know, maybe some cooking content, maybe some content with my girlfriend and me. So I guess I'll show you guys my car. So I went from the Honda Pilot to now I have a BMW. So I got a BMW 540i. I'm 100% transparent about everything. So my dad gave me money because he's been promising me since I was like 15, because he hasn't been in my life, right? So he's told me he was gonna buy me a car when I was like 15. I was already gonna buy myself a car. I had saved up $5 grand for my first like job that was paying me well, which was a sushi chef job. And I saved up my first $5 grand, and then I was gonna buy a Honda Civic. I like an old one, like a 2008. This is around 2022, something like that. Yeah, 2022. And then he said that he was gonna help me. Then he never ended up doing that. So he said he was gonna help me buy a car like a bunch of different times. He gave me a Honda Pilot, so that was great. So I used that Honda Pilot for a bit. Eventually later on, I got myself a motorcycle, so I started riding a motorcycle everywhere, and my brother was using my car because he crashed his. And then, yeah, and then he fronted me like 15 grand for a car, and then I was to pay for the rest, right? So I was like, okay, I might as well get a King Ranch. I was gonna get a truck because I still wanted to like do farm stuff, but then I ended up not getting the money I was supposed to, and then not being able to buy a farm. So I ended up just buying a BMW because I thought it was cool. I like the engine, B58.
With a diaphragm.
Yeah, do it. B58 is king.
B58 is king.
And then I ended up modding it. Makes like 500 something horsepower. It's just stage 2. But I'll show you guys it. But I mean, other than that, it's like, I don't have any help from nobody. I mean, obviously my mom's in jail and my dad's been a deadbeat, so it's not like he's like providing my life. So tis what it is, you know? And it's just funny to me whenever people try to make it out to be like, you don't work as hard as you do. I've been working full-time jobs, overtime jobs since I was 15. So, I mean, it is what it is. I was working on that farm because my dad fucking left because he's a jackass. But anyway, let's pop the hood so y'all can see it, but I'll show y'all around the car. So this is my BMW 540i. Do I have my key in my pocket? No, I don't. My car is just unlocked. So yeah, this is my BMW. I got it with 71K miles off an old lady. Well, I just showed my license plate, but who gives a shit, right? And then let's go ahead and pop the hood. I recently painted my strut bars, so those look pretty fucking cool. Has like pink sparkles in the white, and then what's it called? Has this lowrider design on it. Intake, y'all can't see it, but upgraded auxiliary, what's it called? Radiator, Ross Racing oil catch can kit, PCV delete kit, and then mad downpipe. So yeah, I'll show you guys me driving it in a bit, but I need to go to Kroger to go get some stuff for the pho. But other than that, let me see. We're gonna go inside of the car and I'll show you guys the interior. So I'll make a review on this car soon enough, because I guess that's content. That's a good content idea. But like, this is the interior. No key, so I can't start it. At least I don't think I have the key. Yeah, I don't have the key. MHD tuner right here, but it's really nice. I like the shifter. Yeah, and then it's really cool, the ambient lighting. My mom, when I was growing up, my mom really liked Mercedes, and That's what made me like luxury, like German cars. But like Mercedes is more boxy and less aggressive, and BMW is more performance oriented, I'd say, you know? So that's why I prefer BMW. So, you know, the next plan is hopefully I can get a good job and make enough money to where I can get like an M4, but that would be pretty lit. But yeah. So, you know, I'll just be recording my life and, you know, trying to lead a better life from now on out. But even my dad talks shit about that too. Like he's like, what was it? The BMW thing, he's like, Ison's just like his mom. He doesn't like, he's like getting shit he can't afford. But I fixed it because I got it at 70, I test drove it at 71K miles off this older lady, and had 2 owners before me, you know? So she owned it since like 25K, and then I bought it at 71. Or I test drove it at first at 71, bought it at 72, but it had a radiator leak, so that happened. And then they fixed the radiator leak, and then I got the car, drove her, let me think. Well, they got it fixed by a mechanic, but it didn't seem to go that well because I got it, I drive it for about, I think, I haven't had it for 10K miles. I had it for about, what, 6K now? So I drove it for about 5-6K, and then the fucking radiator starts leaking again. So I fixed the radiator, replaced that, upgrade the auxiliary radiator, which wasn't broken, but the main radiator was. So I'll teach y'all how to do that too. I kind of give y'all a rundown on how to install the upgraded one, and then also how to install the original one. It's kind of an easy, quick thing. It's really not that difficult. It took me 2 days, but it takes a few hours to take it apart. Like if you really want to get it done in a day, you can get it done in like 4 hours. But what else? Installing the intake, easy. I'll show you that. I'll probably make a video. It's gonna be like a 5-minute video because there's just a bunch of videos on the internet teaching people how to do shit, but they take too long to get to the point. So I'll teach y'all how to do that. I'll give y'all recommendations on mods. Nobody really mods the G30 540, so I'll kind of give y'all information that's not really out there on the internet because there's not enough people that modify these B58s in the G30 format. But my next car, since I want a car that's kind of more performance oriented, so that it has more modifications for that format, I want either a F32 440 or a G22 440, whatever the fuck that is, yeah, the newer 440, or I want a F82 M4. So we'll see, you know, how it goes. Eventually you guys will see that, mark my words, and it'll happen. But yeah guys, to Kroger. I didn't bring my tripod, so I wonder if this will work. I don't know, but as y'all can see, the car's pretty cool. Looks pretty freaking cool. One of my DRLs is out, but other than that, pretty fucking cool. Loud injector tick, as everybody knows, BMW. It's a classic. Okay, let's pop my fucking trunk. I left Kroger, got all the stuff I needed. I'll put it on my backpack, and then y'all hear the exhaust. Okay, well, hopefully it's not too much to edit, but that concludes our video. Kind of just catching up. I also did bull riding. I didn't really mention that, but I did that for a short period of time. Just like I did a rodeo school after my motorcycle accident, but I do want to get back into that because, well, kinda, it's like a lot of people were saying like they see a lot of potential in me and like in bull riding going into the future, because I got top student at the Sankey rodeo school, so I did pretty well there. But you know, who knows, we'll see what I end up doing. You know, if I do, then maybe I'll make that into some content, something like that. Content to be looking forward to in the future will be like stuff to help you learn how to live life, and hopefully I'll help you. Hopefully y'all can help me, because since I've been working you know, working hard my whole life and kind of just living and stuff like that. I hope that y'all can help me, or the world can help me not have to do that anymore, and then I could start recording content full time, and then I can make cooler videos for you guys and set myself up and set my future up and set myself up to take care of my kids and all that eventually whenever I have kids. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.